Hello there, this is James, and you're watching Tixee Live. And a very good morning to all of you, and all of you a very happy Monday. In today's program, I want to discuss some data which has come out from the UK, which has surprised a lot of people, and the fact that they're going to face a winter of strikes. Plus, more importantly, talk about what potentially could be an absolute massive week for the markets. It certainly is the biggest week for December, and it's going to potentially have a huge impact on the market. But before we get into all of that, don't forget, these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever should be taken as financial advice. I always suggest you do your own research and do your own due diligence. And of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. With that out of the way, let's get started. Anyway, so yeah, this is indeed the winter of discontent for the markets, and certainly for the UK. But surprisingly, we did get some positive data come out of the UK today, which caught many analysts by surprise. And that's the UK economy grew for the first time in 4 months, following a September print, which was affected obviously by the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II. We have seen a bounce back in October. However, there is very little hope for sustained growth in the UK as it continues to fight inflation. And don't forget, the whole world at the moment is struggling to fight inflation at record levels. Well, highest levels in, say, 40 years or so. But anyway, for now, the UK GDP did come in month on month, was announced better at 0.5% versus negative 0.1% expected. And like I say, that is a surprise. As well as that, UK manufacturing production was also announced higher at 0.7% versus negative 0.1%. But like I say, sustained growth in the UK is not expected at all, especially as they're fighting inflation, around double-digit inflation, and there is signs of economic slowdown despite that more than positive print. As well as that, UK faces a really serious crisis in December, which is going to affect, obviously, growth even more. And that's why we're going to have a series of strikes in the UK almost every single day for the rest of December. If we just have a look at it, the 12th, we have health workers in Northern Ireland. The 13th, 40,000 rail workers go on strike. 14th, 40,000 rail workers. 15th, nurses and postal workers go on strike. 16th, 40,000 rail workers again. 17th, rail workers again, 40,000. 18th, security staff at airports. At the Channel Tunnel. 20th, nurses again. 21st, ambulance drivers. 23rd, posted workers. 25th, rail workers, 40,000 again. 27th, 40,000 rail workers. 28th, ambulance workers. 30th, border forces. So we're going to have huge strikes, which is going to seriously disrupt the UK. Especially bear in mind, winter is now setting in as well. This truly is going to be a winter of discontent for the UK. Anyway, on to other things. On to the fact that this week is potentially going to be a massive week for the markets. Massive. Let's start off with tomorrow. So I need a sip of tea to brace myself. Let's start off with Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday, we have UK claimant count, okay, which is obviously their version of the US initial claims. These are supposed to come in slightly better at negative 13,300 less people claiming unemployment benefit. As well as that, on Tuesday, we have UK unemployment. There is expected to be a slight rise in UK unemployment, going to 3.7%. Previous number was 3.6. Then, brace yourself, we have German CPI, expectation 11.3%. And then the real big event that day, brace yourself for it, and that, of course, is the US CPI, Consumer Price Index. Expectation year on year is to come in slightly lower at 7.3%. Previous reading was 7.7. Core year on year is supposed to come in at 6.1. Previous reading was 6.3. But this is going to be massive, potentially. Absolutely massive. And because of that, you've guessed it, I will be doing a Tixee Live watch along for this event at 1:30 p.m. Of course, I'll be starting at 1:20 p.m., 10 minutes beforehand. Then, that's not it. Hang on. Then, on Wednesday, we have UK CPI. UK CPI, the reading is supposed to come in slightly lower at 10.9. Previous, or as it stands at the moment, is 11.1. And then, hold on to your hats, ladies and gents, we have the Fed interest rate decision at 7 p.m. UTC. I tell you, this is going to be massive. It's going to be absolutely massive. Hey, James, I can't wait for the watch along. I know we all love the watch alongs, especially the CPI. Last CPI watch along, we saw real fireworks. Yes, we had the Fed interest rate at 7 p.m. UTC. Expectation is, of course, going to do 50 basis points. But really, for me, it's going to be the press conference, which follows 30 minutes later at 7:30 p.m. UTC. So that's going to be really interesting. Then, of course, on Thursday, we have Bank of England interest rate decision at 12 p.m. UTC. Then, my Lord, I'm getting so exhausted just talking about it. ECB interest rate decision at 1:15 p.m. UTC. Expectation is for both of them to do 50 basis points rate hike. But again, for me, it's going to be the ECB press conference at 1:45 p.m. And finally, I'm going to catch my breath now. Finally, we have on Friday, EU manufacturing PMI, expectation to come out below 50 at 48. And UK services PMI, expectation 48.5. So as you can see, an absolute massive week ahead of us. Absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. I mean, it's almost a perfect storm. We've got so many things. 3 interest rate decisions, 2 major CPI prints. Wow, what a week we're going to have. Absolute crazy week. It's definitely going to be the biggest week in December. And what a way to see the year out. And like I say, what happens this week determines, the rest, the beginning of 2023. And like I say, this is the final Fed rate interest decision this week. 50 is expected. The last time they've done 75. So an absolute massive week. But anyway, let's have a quick look at the markets and see how it stands at the moment. See how it is at the moment. As you can say, the euro is slightly against the slightly gaining some ground against the dollar, still capped into that massive level 1.06170, currently trading at above the 105 handle, 1.50591. It's going to be slightly tepid today because, like I say, this is a big week. Sterling is the same story as well, slightly above that 22561 support now, currently trading 12268. It's not a clean break for me yet, though, so I need to keep an eye on it. Next key area for me then is 122.85 if it can maintain this momentum. Dollar yen, pretty sideways, like I say, under that 200-day moving average, which is proving to be a key resistance in my opinion at the moment, which is 136.906. And let's have a quick look, of course, at gold. Again, gold is slightly capped, way under that $1,803. I'm sort of keeping a close eye on it at the moment. I think really the key support for me is 1786, because that's potentially a head and shoulders pattern. I'm having a look on a 4-hour chart. So I'm keeping a close eye on that level there. S&P 500 futures wise, again, like I say, slightly sideways, slightly above that 200-day moving average on a 4-hour, but the daily still underneath it. So still in bearish territory. So that's how we stand at the moment. European equities, as they currently stand, FTSE slightly negative, 0.24%. DAX currently negative, 0.32%. And Eurostock 50 currently trading negative, 0.38%. Hello, Next Step. Hello there, sir. I hope you're well. I really, really do. Anyway, like I say, we've got a massive week this week. Absolutely huge. I'm really excited. I don't know about you guys. I really am. Yeah, it's such a big week. It's massive, my friend. Absolutely massive. The CPI tomorrow, that's going to cause potential real fireworks because next day is the Fed interest rate decision. So absolutely massive. You couldn't really plan it any better, to be absolutely honest with you. You really, really couldn't. But good to see you, by the way. Good to see you. Good to see you as well, SMS 790. Don't forget, you can ask me questions anytime you wish, or simply say hello. Share me your opinion. Are you excited about this week, just like I am? Are you? Because I'm really excited. Don't forget, if you think of a question later, you can put it in the comment section, either on YouTube or Facebook. I will see them and I will reply to them next time I go live on air, which of course will be later this afternoon at 3 p.m. UTC, discuss the US session and the US Open. So don't forget that. Okay, if there is no questions, not a problem. Not a problem. Don't forget, if you're watching me on Facebook and you enjoyed this little video, by all means, give us a follow. If you're watching me on YouTube and you enjoyed this little video, subscribe if you like. Yay, definitely fire, my friend. Indeed. If you're watching me on YouTube and you enjoyed this little video, by all means, subscribe if you like. Hit the notification button so you know next time when I'm going live. If you enjoyed this video, found it interesting, useful, and you put up with me, give me one of these. It's nice to know that you like what I do. Anyway, till next time, don't forget, these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever should be taken as financial advice. I always suggest you do your own research, do your own due diligence, and of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. Till next time, every single one of you, trade safe.